Alrighty, GM, G Mantra official for the first time. Good to see everyone. Let's see who is here. Give it a few minutes for people to hop on. I saw already there's a bunch of people adding comments literally hours before, which is kind of funny. But anyway, as normal, where's everyone calling in from? What parts of the world are participating in this latest Community Connect? It's been a little bit of time since the last one, maybe a little bit over a month, but here today and looking forward to speaking with everyone. I see some folks in Osaka, Japan, Spain, Canada, South Korea. That's already quite international. That's pretty awesome to see. Netherlands. Nice. I'm sure we have some people in Hong Kong and hopefully our friends in the UAE are safe. UK. Amazing. Well, that's Switzerland, Turkey, Estonia, Italy, UK, Turkey, India, Azerbaijan. Wow. This is a very international community. JP from Scotland, Naughty Moose, the legend. Russia, Nigeria, London, Netherlands, Nigeria, India. Wow. Alrighty. Well, we have an international Sherpa and Omi community for sure. Good to see everyone. Hope everyone has been staying safe. Turkey, we know we got a lot of friends in Turkey. But anyway, hope everyone's been safe. Obviously, the last few weeks have been crazy around the world, and maybe that's a relatively good place to start off. The impact of the war in Iran has definitely. Is everything all right with your haircut? Yes, it is. But I'm not taking off the hat today for one very specific reason. But you'll see very soon why I'm not doing that. Katie. Ever watchful and ever on the ball. You can't slip anything past her. She is very attentive to detail. Anywho, so the war in Iran has obviously had a significant impact on the world. It's been going on for the last few weeks. Has had a crazy impact on the Middle East and the GCC region, including some of our team members who live in Dubai. I haven't been able to go back to the UAE in several weeks now, and unfortunately, I don't see when that's happening anytime soon. They canceled Token 2049 Dubai. Fortunately, all of our team members who are on the ground were either able to leave to safer places and or are staying safe in the UAE. I think the UAE has done an amazing job from all the conversations I've had with folks who are still there. It's really been very well handled by the leadership, and it really just show that they take it very seriously to protect their citizens and the people who live in the UAE. So anyway, as serious as that particular issue is, it is good to see that our friends and partners and whatnot are and our supporters and the community in the Middle East are staying safe, and we're happy to hear that. And hopefully this this situation will be addressed and taken care of sooner rather than later, because war is not good for anyone, obviously. Anyway, I'll talk a little bit more about that. But we did have a significant milestone earlier this month. On the first week of March, we completed the Ohm to Mantra token upgrade successfully. And it's one of those things. Yeah. Clap. It's one of those things that basically has significant issues if it goes wrong. But there isn't anything that's really benefiting from it if it goes right. So that it's not like a product release or anything like that. It really is table stakes for the business and for Mantra, but it's really critically important to get right. And fortunately, together with the team and our partners, particularly our centralized exchange partners, or at least the vast majority of them, when we were able to complete that successfully earlier this month. We've transitioned to Mantra token successfully, #Mantra. And we're really glad that is finally behind us, to be honest. I mean, that was initially planned for earlier this year, as we've already discussed. That got a little bit delayed for reasons outside of our control. But we are happy that it is behind us, and we're happy to move forward with a new hard cap token, officially hard capped, and we're excited that the new mantra is here and here to stay. So anyway, on that note, one of the major things that we've been working on has a significant relevance to to the region, and it's not just the fact that we work closely with Vara in Dubai, NVNM and other partners in Abu Dhabi, but really that whole broader region is a big focus for us for some time now. We have licenses there, we have partners and team members and whatnot there, but one of the things that we have seen because of this ongoing war situation is there's been a lot of speculation around what is the future of the Middle East, and obviously the UAE being a crypto hub, particularly Dubai, people are saying, oh, it's never going to come back, etc. I mean, they said the same thing about the UAE during COVID, which was much longer lasting than I anticipated this to last, to be completely honest. And look what happened. The leadership there has this well under control, and I think the speculation that's occurring is actually a really interesting opportunity. And one of the things you see on CT a lot is this speculation on whether or not Dubai is going to come back, whether or not real estate in the region is going to continue to fall, or is it going to be a buy to dip opportunity. Oil, commodities, all these different types of RWAs have been trading like crazy, particularly on protocols like Hyperliquid. This has been a massive boon for Hyperliquid and that ecosystem, because of the ability to speculate on commodity prices and oil and all kinds of stuff 24/7, 365 on chain with true accuracy on pricing, which is really exciting. And we're actually going to be building a product that allows users, community members, investors, traders, etc., to do the exact same thing, to speculate on whether or not real estate in Dubai is going to bounce back, to speculate on whether hyper mantra, maybe. Well, anyway, we're building something that allows you to actually do that, and this is going to be coming soon. So we actually have a working testable version of a very exciting RWA perps platform that you guys are going to be able to use soon. Basically you guys are going to be able to long or short or speculate on the future of things that we believe in, such as the UAE, such as real estate in the region, etc. But going long or short Dubai real estate is going to be a very exciting endeavor on Mantra perps, and excited for you guys to get your hands on it. So we're going to have some ability for you guys to kind of indicate your interest and sign up, get early access coming next week. So get ready. RWA perps coming soon. We're pretty pumped about this. So that's one important part, and we don't want to just be another RWA perps platform. We think it's important to be really focused on our core competencies, and one of those is compliance. So we are going to be building a compliant RWA perps platform, focusing on that licensing angle, focusing on regulation, focusing on RWAs and regional assets, in the Middle East, in the UAE, etc. So we're very excited about that, and we also feel that because of our ability to have a Vara spot license, that also enables us to not only have RWA perps but RWA spot. And actually, we're going to be launching RWA spot DEX shortly as well. So imminently, this is coming, probably even before you get your hands on the perps. So pretty excited about that. Obviously, perps is going to be a potentially very large moneymaker. There will be value accrual back into the Mantra token. We're looking for ways to tie in Mantra USD as collateral. I'm sure there's a lot of questions. I don't want to go too much and spread too many interesting tidbits to you guys just yet. I just wanted to give a little bit of some cookie crumbs that you guys can follow the trail on. But this is going to be a very exciting thing for Mantra, and we're excited about what this is going to bring to the ecosystem. And frankly, it's coming really soon. The team's been crushing it, building really fast, and it's literally going to be in your hands in the coming weeks. So that's really exciting. So I can't wait to show you guys. And obviously we want feedback as well. So as we get this out into your hands, give us feedback. Be early. It's going to be exciting. All right, let's see. There's a couple questions or potential ideas from the chat. Let's see if I can pull up any of these. Yeah. Liam, I went along the Dubai dip. I'm with you, my man. Angie, how will Mantra attract customers to trade on these RWA perps on Mantra? One of them, again, I don't want to say into too much stuff, but one of the things that I think is important for us is a referral and commission and affiliate mechanism that will actually give real dollars for referring different community members and traders. So a multi-level referral scheme and mechanism that will be paid out in Mantra USD, actually. So excited about that. Likely eventually to have points as well at some point in time, which will also be able to give some future airdrops. But for now, we actually feel that dollars and money talks even more than just points. And we're pretty excited about the ability to share in the upside of trading revenue of the that the protocol is going to actually generate. So that will be a key part of this. And, we have done some pretty significant market research on this, and we believe will be best in class. Alrighty. So I'll just stop there on RWA perps for now. It was just meant to kind of get the initial idea out there for you guys, and expect more information coming soon, as early as next week, early access. So watch socials, watch TG, watch X, and make sure to sign up soon. Alrighty. So next big update is around NVNM Chain. So NVNM Chain is obviously the layer 2 that NVNM is building on Mantra. We're really excited that that's going to be launching imminently as well. But this week particularly was a very massive use case that found additional product market fit this week. And I'm not sure if you guys saw that story about this basically billionaire kind of tech mogul who was smuggling NVIDIA chips into China, basically where they're not supposed to be. And actually, one of the first use cases that NVNM Chain is addressing is literally to be able to track high fidelity, high compute chips that NVIDIA, for example, is creating, and enable them to be tracked on the blockchain, on NVNM Chain 24/7, traceable, that enables them to be used compliantly by literally governments and major institutions around the world. So we're very excited about that. Remember, NVNM Chain uses Mantra USD as gas. This is going to be super important. It's going to be a huge thing for Mantra USD, and we'll be looking for ways to make that easier for you users to get exposure to this opportunity. So please stay tuned. And obviously, Mantra community is going to share in the upside of NVNM as well. And obviously, everything that's happening in the agentic AI world today, it's just getting crazier and crazier. So I think the timing for NVNM in the launch that's imminent could not be better, in my opinion. So it really puts us right in the middle of all the activity that's occurring. So pretty excited to have that come out and for you guys to be able to test it. So this is coming imminently as well. So pretty excited for that too. We also are going to be having a NVNM Chain space coming up soon. I think we're going to do 2. We're going to do one with the Omis, and I'll try to get one with Pat as well. Pat meaning Pat O'Meara from NVNM. Alrighty, let's see. So hyping it up. Okay, a couple of things I want to address for the rest of this session, but basically, number one, so we had some dealings with Lotus DEX, and that was one of the first DEX to launch the Mantra. As we mentioned, the team has moved on, but we actually have a new team that's come in and is taking over, which we're excited about. We want to thank the initial team for the initial build out. They did a great job. But right now, all the liquidity in Mantra EVM is really on QuickSwap. So focus on QuickSwap for liquidity. The user experience is good there. There's a lot of different pairs, and you can continue to add more pairs. So while Lotus DEX is undergoing the changes and having the kind of new team come in and build, we would recommend to use QuickSwap for now. There's plenty of liquidity there. So head over there. Shout out to QuickSwap. They've been great to work with and great partners. And actually, we have some new liquidity for an RWA pair over there, CROW, which is actually one of the protocols, Cropto, who's built on Mantra EVM. They've actually tokenized some wheat futures, or some tokenized wheat. And it's been seeded with a bit of initial liquidity, but look out for more integrations and announcements here. This is just basically looking to expand some on-chain commodities presence. This is just the very first tip of the iceberg product from Cropto. They have wheat, hazelnut, corn, and barley tokens in the works, and these are actually spot commodities that are, effectively. Someone's asked about weed. We'll see about tokenized marijuana. I don't know about that one. I'm saying wheat, by the way, WHEAT, not weed. But anyway, they have 10 tons of wheat represented on chain right now, which is kind of cool as a first use case, but this is only going to continue to get bigger and bigger. So a couple updates around Fluxtra. So Fluxtra is the liquid staking and vaults protocol on Mantra. I don't normally want to single out too many individual products, but make an exception just because Fluxtra's been shipping like crazy. They're the first app to really stick it on the chain. So I just want to show it a little bit of love. ST Mantra is the first LST of Mantra. Some people have already, I want weed. You can get some wheat, Angie, how about that? Anyway. ST Mantra is the staked Mantra LST, and this also has liquidity on QuickSwap that you can trade. So ST Mantra gives you the ability to earn the native staking rewards that you would be just by staking Mantra, but then gives you some liquidity to be able to use it as collateral or other things within some of the DeFi activities that are being built out. MantraUSD is another product developed by Fluxtra. This is the simplest way to get yield on your MantraUSD. So obviously, MantraUSD is a stable coin, but it is backed by short-term treasuries and other securities. So it does have yield behind the scenes effectively, but you need to basically stake your MantraUSD, which you can do so on Fluxtra, and you can earn effectively the risk-free rate. And this is, there's a few other vaults that are going to be launched around this, which will be even better once, the points gets activated on Fluxtra. That's another thing. Points is coming soon. Most of the products so far have been in soft launch mode. So please do head over there, test it out, give us feedback, let us know what you want, what you can do better. We would love to, hear more from you guys on, anything that we can. Angie's asking all kinds of questions. So this question is called last year, or this is actually last year being broken. It's an N. It's from ASAP. It's from the ASAP crew, like the rapper group. There's a song called Last Year Being Broke. I don't know if you guys ever heard of it, but anyway. All right, let's see. So let me maybe take a couple questions right now. Atlas, oh no. Atlas Crypt, Fluxtra is building fluxtrational high voltage. Very good play on words there, my friend. Duster almost got my hoodie. Last year being poor, pretty much close to that. Joseph Crypto, what can we long on RWA Dubai perps real estate? So basically, what can we long? I mean, we're going to have all different types of products, and this will be from, securities, stocks, indices, access to different types of asset classes regionally. We're going to basically put whatever we can there. So we have a lot of different ideas, and we basically want you guys to also give us ideas on what you would want to trade as well. So, please do share them as they come up. DeFi crypto, I'm using Fluxtra a lot. Thank you for that. We appreciate that, sir. Angie, this year we reversed the broke. Yes, absolutely. Katie, I had a few questions regarding old FT-OM. Users are asking if they can still unstake and how to convert it to Mantra. Yes, of course you can still unstake it. And I believe anyone who had initiated prior to the upgrade can get in touch with the team basically, and we'll help sort them out. So please do reach out in Telegram, and we'll get the team to try to help you out. Rogue Trader, please explain 18% staking APY and any burning mechanism for Mantra. I'm not exactly sure what you mean by please explain the 18% 18% staking. This is just based off the calculation of the staking on-chain staking rate versus emissions. Basically the burning mechanisms I kind of already talked about. So we have a couple. One of them, actually, every time you spend Mantra for gas, it literally gets burnt. It's a requirement from Swiss regulators, the way that our token is set up. Mantra USD is going to be another use case for value accrual back to Mantra. And as I mentioned, this RWA perps is going to be another effectively value accrual burning mechanism of sorts that you can think about for Mantra going forward. So we'll have a lot more information on that. It's not for today's call. But anyway, thanks for the question. Let's see. So Angie, you literally asked so many questions. It's hard to even cover all of them, but thank you for your activeness and enthusiasm. We really appreciate it. Rogue Trader, again, is Mantra supply capped? Yes, it is capped. We had capped it via governance in the old OHM token at 2 billion, 2.5 billion. But we weren't able to enable the hard cap, which we did hard code at the upgrade earlier this month. So it is literally hard coded 10 billion, which is just 4 times the previous amount. So it is officially hard coded on chain at 10 billion, which we think is a positive thing. Alrighty, a few more things. So one other little quick one. One of the team members had built up a new kind of community zone or hub called hub.mantra.finance, which is a concise website that kind of lists all the convenient community tools that are being developed. Fresh ecosystem page where you might catch a little bit of alpha if you go check that out. So shout out to Andre actually for building up and vibing hub.mantra.finance quite quickly. It's a pretty sweet, nice looking website. If you have any new ideas for it as well, please do share them with us. But that's a good way to get access to the community initiatives that are ongoing. Another one is called Yieldra. That's a new project we're in the process of onboarding. It's a DeFi hub, includes a Aave fork, so a lending protocol basically, and other essential DeFi tools all within one mini ecosystem. So that's coming imminently as well. Another big one for our OMIs is the bridge. We're going to be updating the bridge so those who have not been able to bridge from Stargaze can do so from the Cosmos Hub. So we're working on updating that bridge for you guys. Don't worry. You'll be all good to bridge it back to Mantra and Mantra EVM, where you can live with the native collection now. So let's see a few more things, and I'll take some more questions before the top of the hour. Loki as well. We do have something cooked up for this collection. We have not forgotten this project. We don't have exactly the specifics just yet, but we are working on a few different things across incentives and points and whatnot. So just hold tight, and Loki's definitely getting some multipliers from our upcoming incentive drops. Let's see what else. Oh, another one that's kind of cool is Jay is working on a cool little project as well called Disco. He's going to be sharing more about that soon. I don't take too much to talk about what he's working on, but it's a pretty cool community kind of lending protocol. So shout out to Disco, and they'll be sharing some more information with you guys soon. Yeah, a lot of people asking about buyback. So I will just very quickly say that where our first big buyback is we want to come from. And we are in ongoing direct conversations, and it's moving forward. But that's really all I can say about it for now. So it is it's happening hopefully imminently. But the one big one we need to get done first is not entirely in our hands, but it is making progress. So we're excited about that. And on that note, I'll just take it to the community if there's any any other additional questions that I haven't answered or are relevant or I even can answer. There's a lot of people asking questions that I can't really ask or can't really answer yet. Bulandos, I can't say your name. Have we dipped yet? I want to buy another 1 million Mantra or maybe 2. Thank you for the support, sir. Demi's asking about what real assets will be added first. We kind of covered that a little bit. It's going to be everything, from stocks, commodities, bonds, real estate, basically anything you may want, indices, etc. So please do share us ideas of things you would want to trade and speculate on. And we're going to have more information on this coming forward. Let's see. Some of you guys are definitely bots, though. You ask the same questions over and over and over and over again. Clearly, it's not real. Someone's asking, can you consider Dubai luxurious cars? Maybe like an indice or a derivative about that. I don't think you could, create a perp around like a single car, but potentially you could have an indice on like the buying and selling. And I think there possibly are products around that in the UAE, particularly off the back of the war in Iran. Katie, can we read docs about NVNM chain like white paper? Also, are we able to participate in the test net? You're going to be able to participate in the main net, and that's like the test net's already live actually. But I think where you really want to go is mainnet. So mainnet's going to happen soon. This is going to be test and prod, really, or test and production, for those who don't know that expression. But anyway, that's going to be a exciting one, and definitely worth just waiting just a little bit longer. I think the NVNM Chain white paper will be out soon. I think they're doing a refresh on the marketing collateral webpage, stuff like that. So imminently coming soon. Let's see, Joseph Crypto, what's the plan for OMI's treasury? I mean, you should be asking OMI Albert about that one. I'm not involved on managing the treasury for the OMIs, but I do know that they are working and cooking up some stuff. So shoot OMI Albert some messages and see what's cooking on the OMI's treasury, because now there is a new validator for OMIs. So do move to OMI's validator V2 if you were staked previously to V1, and the staking rewards that are generated and fees generated there that are not going to the users, of course, will actually go to the OMI's treasury, which will be used for a number of different initiatives. So go shout out OMI Albert and see what he's got cooking. Alrighty. Cool. Yeah, hopefully that answers you, Joseph. OMIs, let's go. Fees go to the campaigns, etc. That's from Duster155. Alrighty. Well, guys, we're at the top of the hour. I think the main ones I wanted to talk about was just the RWA perps that we're building out that you guys are going to get your hands on soon. NVNM L2 chain launch is happening imminently as well. And obviously we've been cooking in the ecosystem side of things. So more launches, more products coming soon. Please do test out the things that are live now. Let us know how they go. Excited for, no, I'm not going to show you what's under the hat. You'll see next week, or maybe later this week. Alrighty, guys, I appreciate you all. Thank you so much for the support. We're still grinding here. We're still pushing hard, and big things coming. So thanks everyone for showing up today, for the good questions, and please do look out for more next week. RWA perps coming soon. Cheers.